Thank you. Now you must be very excited.
I am excited.
Now you look very young in person.
People always say that.
You look what, 15, 16?
Maybe.
Can we tell the people at home how old you actually are?
Yes, I'm 20.
That is correct. Now, we know you from the movie that you just finished shooting. It is finished, right?
Yeah, it's finished. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's a bit of a fairy tale. So Arthur Fisher, the great director, who you probably know from his movies such as Marion and The Man Who Dreamed, was casting for his new movie, Ambrosio. And so instead of casting a recognizable face, he wanted to find some fresh talent. So he put the word out and saw, how many was it? 10,000?
I think it was over 20,000.
20,000. Mm-hmm. He saw 20,000 girls, and long story short, he picked you.
Yes.
And you'd never acted before.
Not on the screen. I had done modeling, and I liked the theater. Yeah.
That is amazing. I believe we have a short clip here. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
Yes, so I play Matilda, and, well, I don't want to spoil things too much. She's a young woman who sneaks into a monastery disguising herself as a monk, and then there's a lot of drama and magic and intrigue.
Okay. Marissa Marcel as Matilda, a woman disguised as a young monk. Here we go.
Oh my God.
The same magic that powers this lens can also grant you what you wish.
How so?
You remember the night that I was to die, when we took to St. Clair's sepulchre? That night, I performed a rite. I summoned a fallen angel to aid me.
What have you done?
Wow. Quite a role for your first movie. Demanding.
Well, you know, he has an idea of the picture in his head, and nothing is going to come between him and that, not even the actors.
And this is Mr. Fisher's first film with nudity, correct?
Yes, well, you know, he felt that a modern motion picture should reflect the times.
And you filmed this in Europe?
Correct.
They go for that in Europe, the nudity.
Yes, our producer said, we are born naked, and if we are lucky, we die naked. So why not shoot the movie naked?
Well put.
He kept his clothes on.
And the picture is out soon?
I hope so.
Yeah, and now, you're not in New York only to talk about Ambrosio, but you're filming another picture.
That's right, yes, with John Jurek, who was the director of photography on Ambrosio. We're writing it together.
That is amazing. You are smarter than you look. I'm kidding. So what is this movie about?
So it's called Minsky, and it's about an artist who is killed, and the suspect, the number one suspect, is his muse. That's the part I play, and there is a detective investigating, and he falls for her.
Well, I can't blame him.
Well, he has a cop mindset, and it's really about the clash between the artists, how they live, and this cop mindset, the conservative mindset, I guess. He is surprised by how messy the lives of artists are.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We've had some on the show. Mr. Warhol. Have you met Mr. Warhol?
Oh, yes, we've met.
Yes, we had him on the show, and he hardly spoke. Such a towering figure, and yet such a small, quiet man in person. You know, but his superstars, though, that's what he calls them, superstars. They are quite playful.
Yes, we'd like to put some of them in our movie.
Well, just make sure you've got a chaperone. And you like New York?
Oh, yes, I love it. The people are so interesting.
All right, well, we've got to take a short break here. Do you mind reading this out for us?
Now, marvelous magic will turn the next 60 seconds into a commercial.
Magic indeed.
60 seconds into a commercial.
For what am I summoned here? Here?
Condemned to die. Save me.
Are you prepared to renounce him who made you and who died for you? Answer yes, and Lucifer is yours.
You ask too much. Take me from this dungeon, be my servant for a single hour, and I will be yours for 1,000 years.
No. I must have your soul. Have it mine and mine forever.
I will not doom myself to an eternity. I will not give up hope of one day being pardoned.
Percocet, a deadly combination with alcohol and a late-night swim. The NYPD have refused to confirm the presence of drugs, stating they are unable to disclose the details of an ongoing investigation. Her body will be flown back to Los Angeles later today, where we'll head to the county coroner's office for an autopsy. If you're just tuning in, we're reporting on the death of pop star Maria at the age of 25. We're continuing our coverage with Dr. Morty Biggs, here to talk to us about this.
Gary, it's Heather. I know. Gary, I know. Maria's dead.
Reset the TV, going for one more before we break for lunch. Chanel, repair.
Taking a short break.
I'm helping a friend. I'm going to New York, Heather Roberts.
Taking a short break.
I'm helping a friend. Going to New York, Heather Roberts.
Reset the TV, going for one more before we break for lunch.
Action.
Maria?
Hey, I just got to the studio. What's up?
I need you to come down here.
What? Heather, that wasn't the deal.
I know it wasn't. I know.
What's going on?
They're asking me to swim.
That's the idea. Dive in, splash.
I didn't realize, Maria, I can't swim.
What?
I can't. I never learned. I'm sorry, we didn't have a pool in landlocked Iowa.
The last thing we need is you floating face down in the pool and us weekly. Oh my god. Okay, I'm coming.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. I'll be there in 40. You need to buy me some time.
How do I do that?
You're in your trailer?
Yeah?
Lock yourself in. Refuse to come out. Have a fit.
Fit?
You've seen me in action. Find something you don't like and blow it out of proportion.
Like what? Wait, Maria, like what?
Maria, they're waiting for you on set.
I'm not coming out! Until you bring me some new apples!
What's wrong with the apples you have?
They're not round enough!
Freeze. Mark that position for the match cut.
We have the plate. Cut.
Where's your father?
Cat. Maybe start eating the orange earlier.
Okay.
Cat.
Third slate. "49 Delta, take 2.
Scene 17, Charlie, take 6.
Action.
How's my little sunshine factory?
Very sunny. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for asking. I hear you killed it out there. Saved them a bunch of money doing it all in one take.
Well, you know me. I'm Frank Sinatra.
What?
One and done?
I'm good.
Frank Sinatra used to record things in one take.
Didn't peg you for a Sinatra fan. Hey, do you mind if I use your bathroom?
Actually, I don't think.
Wait, there's two of you?
At least pretend to be surprised.
Sorry, girls. I was wise to you as soon as Heather opened her mouth and was nice to me. I can tell you apart from other bases anyhow.
Well, who do you love the most, though?
I get 10% of everything you make. Sorry, Heather.
Well, here, have an apple. We have plenty.
Want to know why I popped in? I got you bumped to a guest slot for the next show.
For real?
You are second slot.
Second slot? Oh, a second slot! Oh, Gary, I could kiss you on the mouth.
Don't. Just got veneers. I can't feel my face. Can't eat this either. That's not all.
What else you got?
A new gig.
A new gig.
I got you an invitation to be the starring act of a very fancy gala event in New York City.
A charity thing?
Not a charity.
For what then?
An exclusive, private birthday event.
You booked me a birthday party?
Now, listen.
Should I go grab some fucking balloon animals?
You don't even know what it's for.
It's a fucking birthday party.
It's Andrew Hessenberg's birthday.
Who is that?
Yeah, who is that?
He's a billionaire. He does something clever with money. He bankrolled the last election. Look, he's probably just one of those rich creeps who wants to smell your hair or something. This is a lot of money we're talking about.
You
How
just
much money?
don't get it, do you?
Andrew or Splash. It's the same thing.
How much money?
I chose to do the commercial. I choose not to do birthday parties for billionaires.
He's offering $10 million.
How is that even legal?
Andrew understands the greatest entertainer of our time comes at a premium.
What's 10% of 10 million?
Just think about it, okay?
1 million. 10% of 10 million is 1 million.
Right. Thank you, Heather. Honestly, Gary, is that what I am to you?
Let's put a pin in it. I will see you at the taping tomorrow. The night show.
Right.
Try and talk some sense into it, would you?
Cut. Check the gate. We'll move over to Maria's now.
You got the apple!
Finally.
How many apples have we gone through today?
Feel like the whole basket.
Pretty close.
I think there is chemistry here.
Home?
Will we be taking siestas during our shooting?
I'm afraid not, darling. We will be shooting with an Italian crew, but in the American style.
All right, read for scene 1 through 9. We'll just go straight through.
Over black.
Final check in 20. Group 3 to the stage. Move your asses.
Interior, backstage corridor, MBA awards. Harried producer opens door into an empty dressing room.
Fuck.
Closes it. Paper on door reads, Maria. Back into the corridor and jogs. Stage manager going the other direction, followed by backing dancers and crew. Producer's walkie spits in his ear as he fights through the crowd.
This is the biggest night of your lives, so I hope you took your vitamins. The entire motherfucking world is watching.
Backing singers in bright colors harmonize as they shuffle past.
It's the motherfucking music video.
Awards. Producer sees the production assistant Sue he recognizes. Motions her over.
Marina's MIA. She needs to be mic'd and ready. Go check the second floor. Quick. Grills up in 20.
All right, John's off.
You lack the masculine power for that kind of violence. Let's fuck, and tomorrow you can apologize.
Tomorrow I will kill you. It's a little more complicated than her.
It's complicated.
Isn't this what you're looking for? A confession? Now you can close the case.
No, I can't close the case.
I'm touched. But your first name is Detective.
It's Alan. The cop part of me doesn't need to know everything Alan knows.
You can do that?
I think so.
And Olga?
I don't know.
Cut.
Work with me here. I need a minute.
It's a difficult scene.
Action.
That serpent was
certainly sent by God as a punishment.
I know enough scripture to know the serpent is the devil's tool. Remember, your God has saved you.
Matilda.
Please, call me Rosario, or friend. That is who I am to you. You must be quiet. Your orders are to rest for 48 hours. As your nurse, I insist.
You're in spirits?
If I'm in spirits, it is because I have accomplished something so great. It has expunged my earlier sins.
What do you mean?
You I cannot tell. As you seem indisposed to sleep, I shall put you to rest with some music.
Music?
I had them fetch my harp. Before I became a novice, I practiced often. I'm told I play well.
Tape. Touch the harp like you are touching yourself. More. The music is like an orgasm.
Wait. How is this possible?
Yes. I'm the original of your Madonna. I had hoped to keep this secret. Before my life in the Abbey, I had many admirers. Believed that I paid them no attention. One was the artist Martin Galuppi. He petitioned me to sit for him, and I was compelled by my parents to agree. He gave the painting to me as a gift. Embarrassed by the blasphemy.
Cut there. We're good? Okay. We're moving over to the bed now. We'll finish the story there. You're such a little hang it. Okay, look.
Mary didn't wear blue. And she wasn't a virgin.
That's blasphemous.
Oh, you have no idea.
God isn't listening.
Matilda, how did you get in here? Where are your chains? Have they relented?
Ambrosio, I have outsmarted the Inquisition. In a few moments, I will be a kingdom away from this dungeon. My freedom came at a price. Will you pay the same, Ambrosio? Dare you cross the bounds that separate men and angels?
What have you done?
You know. My soul is not his, but his. Would you prefer to die at the stake, burned alive with the mob looking on? Shame and infamy, not for me. I have exchanged a vague future happiness for certain happiness in the present. The spirits treat me as their queen. I have unlocked every pleasure available to me in this world. I am ready to depart, but first beseech you. I still love you and would save you from your destruction. Summon him as I did. Abandon a god who has abandoned you and raise yourself to the level of a superior being.
I cannot give up on salvation. My crimes are monstrous, but my God is merciful.
I leave now for liberty and joy.
You command infernal demons, bid them break my cell doors open. Please save me.
Alas, my pact forbids me from assisting a servant of God. Renounce your title and I can help.
I will not sell my soul.
Your arrogance will be your doom. You will regret it when you are burning. I leave you this book. Read the first 4 lines of the 7th page backwards. If you are wise, we shall meet again. If not, farewell forever.
Freeze.
I'm sorry, are you burned?
A little. It is fine.
It will heal. I should go. You may rest.
I feel a little feverish myself. I have not slept or eaten well from worrying about my mother.
Yes. Rest yourself. Good night.
And cut.
Can we go again? I had Marisa in my eyeline.
Oh, God. Sorry.
And cut.
Oh, this is lucky.
I don't know. It'll,
36 Apple, take 2.
And action. Hold it.
I'm excited to meet Douglas Simons. Seeing him in a loincloth fighting gladiators was a big artistic influence on me growing up.
And I'm Debbie.
You didn't wait your turn.
I thought you were done. You're done.
Debbie, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm from a very well-to-do family back in France.
Faisait-il partie de l'Ancien Régime?
Ah, ma famille a rampé l'échelle sociale après que le guillotine eut fini son travail.
D'accord.
I moved to New York City with my brother after I was kicked out of school for trying to put on a play about the Jesus fucking Mary Magdalene. I make a lot of religious art, mostly centered on the body. I figure if God is anywhere, he isn't here. Is this a religious movie?
No, that was the last one.
Where you played the devil?
Where I played the devil.
Oh, now that is a hell I can get behind.
I think you're all wonderful. John is going to love you. We will not.
Action. Billy?
Well, someone didn't waste too much time. Minsky's body is still warm.
You look different, Detective. Did you lose your virginity?
Detective Goodman thinks that Minsky's ex is in town. Olga Rachnov?
And here's me thinking this is a social call.
Is he still a cop?
I think so.
Have you seen Olga?
I saw her at the Minsky show. She was wearing some special earrings, Minsky originals.
She's Minsky's type. Eastern European beauty queens with nice tits. No offense, Franny. I think I've seen her around.
I've seen her in '88. She sits at the bar and eyeballs everyone coming in.
88.
Oh, you're gonna like this.
Ah, that line. 88. Is it me or is it the line? Club 88. What's an 88?
Do we need it?
How did I see it in the reads?
We can just pick this up in the close-up, right, John?
Yes, Marissa, cut.
Dead. I particularly wanted to tell you that before everyone else to see a reaction. He was a difficult man.
I guess someone will interview me for the book they write about his life. I will tell them that he was okay. They won't ask about me.
When was the last time you saw him alive?
Yesterday, breakfast.
You two were lovers?
He was his own lover. I was his muse. First I stayed because he needed me to.
Maybe we should talk somewhat more private.
A bar.
Station.
Will you drive me?
I'll have an officer drive you. I want to. Cut. Love it. Love the chemistry.
Hear that? We got chemistry.
Can we reset the champagne?
Background, stay quiet, ignore them. When we hear I'm a homicide detective, slowly start to look over and create a small buzz.
Scene 4B, take 3.
You tamed fire and then found a way to make it a pleasure. So much. It's so good.
Scene 21A, take 1.
You ready now? Action.
Is it against the rules to make love to a suspect?
Is that making love?
It was art. We're in a studio. Everything that happens here is art.
How many pictures of you did he make?
He wasn't counting. It's been 4 years.
Is that one you? It looks different.
No, that's Olga. You can tell because she looks sad. He always painted her sad. She was Minsky's muse before I met him. She's crazy. But she's in Moscow. Minsky sent her back home. She writes him every week. He used to make me read the letters to him. Thought I could learn from Olga's example. Even after he abandoned her, she was devoted. But her recent letters were more angry.
She talks about killing herself. Are there others?
immediately burned them after I read them. But she's in Moscow.
Oh, those earrings. The face. I saw her at the gallery.
You sure? Her?
Yeah, that's her. She was at the show.
Cut. That was a little off. Carl, remember Marissa Lee things? Rehearsal, scene 31, Olga's apartment. Team of 2 detectives and Ruby are searching the place. Ruby points Goodman to a collection of photos on the wall.
Art appreciation time.
Collage of nude male body parts with Minsky's face on it, where the genitals should be a splash of red.
Does this work as confession?
It's art.
Also,
Holy shit.
Find a basket.
still looking.
Wow.
I thought I told you to keep her out of
Don't
this.
worry about it. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you at the station tomorrow. You got this, right?
I am ready to wake up from this dream.
Alright. When you walk out, let's figure that out.
Yeah, the script says I hold her hand, right?
Exactly.
Would I do that? Is it like a boyfriend, girlfriend? Is it like a parent dragging a naughty child out there?
Can I put my hand out for you to hold? I'm the provocateur.
I like that.
That's right.
I'll see you at the station tomorrow. You got this, right?
I am ready to wake up from this dream.
I like it. Right, we want to amp up the coziness as much as we can. We're about to hit him with a Goodman apartment sequence. Right. Cut. Going in.
Okay, let's get a quick reset on the pantries. Can I take these?
Two of everything, 2 hands, 2 eyes, got 2 of who's like who's if you've ever 2 of everything, 2 hands, 2 eyes, got 2 of everything, too much of everything.
That's enough. We'll drop the lights and then she'll sing happy birthday. Ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Hessenberg. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, Mr. Hessenberg, for all the things you've done, the billions you've won, the fee you paid me, honey. I hope I gave you value for money. We thank you so much. Everybody, happy birthday.
Maria, I thought you were resting.
Well, I've never missed a rehearsal. You don't get to where I am without a work ethic.
Andrew would approve of the Monroe impression. He's a sucker for memorabilia. I tried to buy him that dress once. It was so sheer, people thought she was naked. Of course, Jackie wasn't there. She was on an outing with the kids while Marilyn fucked Kennedy one last time from the stage.
Do you think Jackie knew?
The wife always knows. Wish to get you into fitting. Why don't you come with me?
If you're sure they don't need me here?
Oh, it's fine. They'll follow your lead tonight. Run 2 of us again. Make sure they've got the transition.
Yes, ma'am.
Cut. No, Cut.
Scene 40 Alpha, take one.
Action.
It's really tight. Just so you know, I need to be able to breathe if I'm gonna dance.
You'll quick change after two of us. Aaron here will stitch you in 10 seconds flat.
Oh. Okay, cool.
This isn't going to work.
What?
The panty.
My panty?
Well, you can see through the gown. It ruins your beautiful little bottom. Take them off.
What? Now?
Yes. Take them off.
The dress is really tight. I don't know if I can...
No problem. I'll cut them off of you. There you go. Now then, let's take a look at this beautiful gown. Something for Andrew's memorabilia collection.
Cut. Going in.
Okay, let's get a quick reset on the panties. Can I take these?
I'll take one.
Cut.
Scene 37 Delta, take one.
Action. Cut.
Tell him I'm dangerous. Compositing test, take 1X.
Action.
Lee wants to know why you stopped seeing him.
People always want to know why.
Has it ever occurred to you that you're not in your right mind?
Who's to say? I'm in no position to judge myself. Nothing interests me less than explanations.
It means nothing to you what my feelings are?
You look older.
You'd like for me to hate you, wouldn't you? Well, I can't, and I won't. So what should I tell him?
Tell him I'm dangerous.
Cut. Let's switch and go again. Amy, that was great. I hope John is paying you twice for this.
John is supposed to pay me.
You think it'll work? Sure. You got Sarah and Ann, Lee Lockwood and Bob Dean, 2 murders, 2 of everything. Biblical. What's the word? Thunderbird. What's the price? 2 bits twice.
You okay with this job? Why me? Am I the boss, Marissa? You are.
You're conservative slut, Carlo.
If I was queer, you'd think I was a hero for that.
But you're not queer.
Okay, I'm gonna be happy when Douglas comes back and you can all pick on him for being a dinosaur.
Douglas gets a pass because he's an icon. To Douglas.
Here he is.
Dead, naked celebrity. Paul Goodman.
There's a missing penis, too. You're Mr. Sex Murder. You're Mr. Sex Murder.
Action.
Oh, and if anyone bangs on the door at night, scare them off with this.
Cut.
You're not queer.
Okay, I'm gonna be happy when Douglas comes back and you can all pick on him for being a dinosaur.
Douglas gets a pass because he's an icon. To Douglas.
No, that was the last one.
Where you played the devil.
Where I played the devil.
Oh, now that is a hell I can.
His body is still warm.
You look different, detective. Did you lose your virginity?
Detective Goodman thinks that Minsky's ex is in town. Olga Rachnoff?
And here's me thinking this is a social cop.
Is he still a cop?
I think so. Scene 44A, take 2.
Action. That's the end of the movie.
Was that enough?
You were goddess.
You've got enough. We're done with this shot. No one is going to care whether or not I have briefs on. They're too busy looking at Marissa cavorting around.
Ruins the shot, Douglas. You lie there. I'll direct.
We're done.
We're going again.
No, I think not. Never in my career have I been expected to work like this. You, sir? You're not a director. You're a fucking pervert with a camera.
He painted over each line 50 times to remove any meaning from it. The pure essence of Franny, just lines and colors. He liked my lines, but all the rest was a distraction.
That's vandalism.
Now it's worth more.
Did you ever read his diary?
I wrote it. Every morning he would have me read his letters to him, and then I'd write down his thoughts from the previous day.
But there's an entry from the day he was murdered.
If you've already guessed it, just say so, Detective. I found the body. I couldn't process it. I wrote the diary, got ready for the show, and headed out as if everything was fine.
When you found the body, was there a mask? Some kind of mask?
No. He was naked. There was blood. First, I thought it was a game. Sometimes he would act weak, so I wouldn't want to leave him. But
Can I ask you about these marks?
I hope you didn't get too hung up on these, Detective. Each mark shows that we had sex. The symbols show the type and frequency. Vanilla, we both came. Oral, both came. Rope play, we came. Anal.
Okay.
You asked.
He was active for an older man.
Minsky and the rest, art is a procreative endeavor, a masculine act. To paint me, he had to fuck me. To paint me fully, he had to fuck me.
Fully. Whoever killed Minsky cut off his penis.
How about you, Detective? Do you need to fuck me to decide if I'm guilty?
Who is Frankie Santora?
I don't know.
His name appears 12 times in the diary, and he doesn't show up in any records. So,
Maybe he was one of Minsky's dealers. One I never met.
well, you wrote it.
It's just a name. You should go now. I'm about to go to sleep. I sleep naked.
I'll be in touch.
What's your name?
Goodman.
Your first name?
Detective.
Cut.
I expected you in my cell, my love.
I've not the heart for it.
What ails you? I had assumed confession would have restored your appetite.
Desist.
Hold it. Keep rolling. From the top. More sexual, Marissa. Okay? Action.
I expected you in my cell, my love.
I've not the heart for it.
What ails you? I had assumed confession would have restored your appetite.
Desist. I'm sad, Matilda. Tonight I met a girl as pure as Ambrosia once was. I wondered what it would be to be her husband. To comfort her eyes. Listen to her jokes. To kiss away her tears. But I'm a monk. I shall never marry. To be with her outside of marriage. Use her admiration of me to work her ruin. I could never debase her innocence like that.
Like you did mine.
Get out of my cell. Get out! Prostitute. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Okay. Quick turn around the painting. We'll pick up from get out. Get ready to go again.
Get a real knife, Arthur. Here's right down there.
Hang on a minute. Black eyes for black, or easy as the marionette. Head on.
John? Where did John go?
Marissa. Marissa.
Where did John go?
Cut. Loved it. That was a zoom.
I think you got it. Everyone freeze. We want to get some room tone before we move on.
Action.
Here's right down there.
Hang on a minute. Black eyes for black, or easy as the marionette. Head on.
Get out! Get out!
All right, don't cut yourself. Action. Cut.
I did.
House lights? Scene 20D, take one.
great violence.
Antonio shuts the door behind her. She's thrilled to have Ambrosio in her house. Crosses herself, turns and bends down to look through the keyhole, eye to the keyhole, watches. Ambrosio's hands on face as he listens to Elvira confess her sins. His gorgeous eyes are attentive and pure.
Dogs barking, wind. Doors creaking. Ambrosio.
You'll not remember this, my sweetheart.
Door?
I heard a noise. It cannot be. Monster, destroyer of virtue. You are no saint. Speak, coward.
It's not what it seems.
Cat. Check the gate and then let's turn around.
You'll not die, I promise.
Cut. Excellent. Cut.
I see wantonness. I see God's servants doled up like peacocks. Here, in his house, to see and to be seen. Who amongst you is truly innocent? Who amongst you has not soiled the perfect flesh gifted to you by our Lord? Some of you, perhaps, but not many, I wager. Lent approaches, a period for which we deny ourselves of everything, a time when temptation appears to us, like it did to our Lord Jesus, clothed in many appealing disguises. Why was Jesus put to such a test? It was not to test him, he's divine, he's perfect. It was to show us how to live. Temptation exists as a force, one that repels us, one that pushes us towards goodness, towards heaven. You all know my story, that I've spent my life in this abbey. I've never walked the streets of Madrid as a man. I am as pure today as the day my Creator shaped me. Do I look weak?
Do I look feeble? No. I am strong because my virtue fuels me. My power is granted me by the divine. Think of the Virgin, our Mother Mary. How does she look? Beautiful. Perfect. All of the blessings of the feminine with none of the faults. Her purity is power. Her radiance. Her faultless complexion shows her as a weapon of God. Her innocence is strength. Are those dragged low by Satan, who feed at his trough of sin, how do they look to you? Hollow, huh? Diseased, already half dragged to the sepulchre. Look to your neighbor. Look. See the sin about their lips. Run from their iniquity. Let it come perfect. All of the blessings of the feminine with none of the faults. Her purity is power. Her radiance. Her faultless complexion shows her as a weapon of God. Her innocence is strength. Are those dragged low by Satan, who feed at his trough of sin, how do they look to you? Hollow, huh? Diseased, already half dragged to the sepulchre. Look to your neighbor. Look. See the sin about their lips. Run from their iniquity. Let it compel you towards God. Like a flower growing from the grave. God's truest thrive in such a place. Look to me as your guidepost. Never have I known sin, never will I know sin. Satan's pleasures are nothing to me. They pale next to the glories of God. It's not too late for you. Give yourself fully to God, and his holy fire will cleanse you. And you too will be born anew.
She's crying. Cat! Reset. Square Alvira's close-ups while Miss Morgana fucking pulls herself together.
We can do Marissa shot too and leave the setup.
#53 Charlie, take 2.
Dangerous woman. What have you done?
Ambrosio?
You have plunged my life into the abyss. My honor. My life must pay for the pleasure of a few moments. Wretched Matilda, I was a fool to trust you. You have destroyed my quiet forever.
You reproach me. Me who has sacrificed the world, a lifetime of pleasures. What have you lost which I have not? The pleasure was shared. Your vow of celibacy is unnatural. Were love a crime, God would not have made it taste so sweet. No regrets, Ambrosio. Enjoy what we have before I am gone. I will leave this world vibrating with pleasure.
My vows are already broken.
And cut.
Nice one.
Nods to another monk as she steps outside. And back to Ambrosio. As he stands, we cut.
About this cowl, it's all here.
Scene 14, rehearsal.
Okay. We start looking at Ambrosio, and we come around as he sips his stew.
Do I have my cowl up or down?
Up.
Be careful not to spill stew on myself.
Just be trying not to look at Matilda. As we come around here, Cap, your line.
Eat up, Father Ambrosio. You must regain your strength.
Good. Ambrosio stares. She doesn't look up. We go in close on her face, her lip. She's dying, but we do not know. Just the lips to us. She finishes. She stands.
Right. Well, my neighbor across the courtyard's Dorothy. She's super sweet. She'll let you into the complex if you forget your key. There's a good noodle place downstairs. Oh, and if someone bangs on the door at night, just scare them off with this. Is it real? Sure. My dad gave it to me when I moved out here. It's not registered, so you could kill someone with it and they couldn't trace it.
Heather.
I'm my dad's only child. He taught me to never point a gun at someone unless you're prepared to use it. It's not that rough a neighborhood, I'm just messing with you. There's a church across the street that starts up every Friday night, but the music is great. Oh, and the donuts next door, to die for.
Ooh, sounds good. Yeah, it sounds really good, actually.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go then.
Okay. Promise you'll still be my double when you get back? You're not gonna quit when you get rich?
I don't know, maybe I'll get a taste for it, bump you off. I'll be the real Maria.
You don't have it in you to kill. Bye.
Bye.
We hold on Heather's face as she walks down her balcony, walks towards the stairs. Her smile grows with her confidence.
That's great, Naomi. Now let's swap places.
You be Heather, Marissa, you be.
Maria.
Can I quickly watch back what we just did? I just want to make sure I lock how you did it in my head.
Sure. She vanishes. Maria exits onto the street. We think it didn't work. Then the limo pulls up. Okay, let's break here.
First day of filming. How do you feel?
I'm excited and nervous. I want to justify Mr. Fisher's casting me. This is such an incredible opportunity, and Matilda is such a challenging character.
And I knew to cast the role that I should look for someone new, someone young and exciting. And when I saw Marissa, I had the idea to cast for Rosario and to then sculpt her into Matilda. Now, there are many actresses who can play the temptress, but this character is so special because she takes the form of an innocent. When I saw Miss Marcel, she had a spark. I see great things for her future.
And how does it feel to be sculpted by Fisher?
It's a great honor.
His gorgeous eyes are attentive and pure. Track 2, interior, Giuliette's out, corridor. Antonio watches. And the rap shot. She starts when Ambrosio is finished, stands and quickly, silently walks to her door, opens it and enters her room.
Arthur, what's Ambrosio thinking here? This is his first time ever leaving the Abbey. Am I just following my libido? Am I intending to seduce Antonia?
Don't worry too much about that. Keep your face blank so the audience can project onto it. You are their vessel. They will see you looking, and then we will cut to what you're looking at. And through you, they will see. You will be looking for them, so use your eyes. Sophia, Marissa, your job is to be looked at. Let us try. Look at Antonia. Sweet innocence. Now look at Matilda. Pure carnality. You see, you will desire what the audience desires. The more you let them use you, the more brilliant they will think you're acting. You don't need to film this.
Antonia, by the Virgin, what devilry's at work here?
And cut. Marvelous, Sophia. Mark that spot. Let's set up there for good.
Check the gate. Check the gate.
How's it been working with Robert Jones? I imagine you're the envy of all your girlfriends.
Robert has been wonderful. He's given me a lot of advice, and, well, obviously he has a lot of experience.
Marissa is just a natural, you know? We're just trying to keep up.
I think I realized there's more of me in the character, or perhaps there's more of the character in me. I think as a young woman, you are expected to behave in a certain way, and there are cinematic types that are actually quite freeing. And here, the most powerful character, the freest character, is mine. It's liberating to wield that kind of power.
I understand there are quite heavy love scenes in this picture. Is that something you find uncomfortable?
Well, I think those scenes are there for a reason. You know, it's a part of the plot that feels important. It's not gratuitous. I think the way
I enjoy them. I think more people should try it, take their clothes off on camera.
How about you, Sophia?
Oh, well, I'm a good Catholic girl. Making a movie is about capturing the light that bounces off your skin and recording it on film and then releasing it to the audience in the theaters. When you're sat in the theater, the light that hits your eye, it's part of this chemical chain that reaches back to and touches my skin. I think in that way, if we make movies that show more of the body, it could be a powerful magic.
You make it sound indecent.
And do you hope to do more acting after this? Have you got a taste for it, Marissa?
Oh, I very much hope so.
And action.
How was the night, my child?
He was troubled, but by midnight he had fallen asleep. I have prayed so much my brain aches.
I will have you replaced that you may rest. You will make yourself ill, which would compound her sadness. His sleep has calmed. Marxa Ilsi.
Settle down. Action.
We found plaster and some cloth fibers.
Someone made a mask of his face.
Before or after death?
Before.
They usually have a tube. We figure he let himself be cast, but the killer... cut off the air supply. The penis was cut off post-mortem, though the condition of the corpus cavernosum and the amount of blood does suggest it was erect when this happened, so probably soon after death.
Jesus.
When does a crime scene begin?
A crime scene begins at the point where the suspect changes intent into action.
And who had the intent?
Much in there about our muse?
Well, nothing incriminating. Some of it's in code, though.
Might just be doodles.
Always has his head in a book. Missing what's right in front of his eyes.
I think he really thinks she didn't do it.
I think he wants to fuck her.
I don't think Goodman fucks.